Hello everyone, this is Michael Hamilton, a representative of Denver Test Driver and co-host of this press conference. And I wanted to say thank you so much for dedicating this time to watching this press conference, and I would love to introduce our promoter, Aaron Barao.
Alright guys, so coming up tomorrow we have Colorado Combat Club number 16. Colorado Combat Club is a fighter-owned, operated company. We do our best to support our combat athletes. Thank you to Denver Test Driver for giving us this opportunity to present our athletes to you. Man, we have an amazing card for you tomorrow. Unfortunately, we can only do the top 5 fights. The presser for the press conference, we have some amazing athletes for you here. We have athletes that we have grown from the very bottom to the very top that are now professional, that I'm very proud to put on display for you guys tomorrow. But first, let's get off to this press conference. I'd like to introduce each fighter up, and once they get up here, we're going to take a little time, and then we're going to open up the floor to questions. First up in our main event, right next to me right here, Mr. Edwin Chavez. His opponent, Mr. Josh Marsh. In our co-main event, next up, Mr. Cole Grego. And his opponent, very dear fighter of mine. I've grown him from 5280 all the way up to this pro point. Can't wait to have him back home, all the way up, Mr. Gino Shveda. In our feature bout, Mateo Grazzo. His opponent, Daniel Gonzalez. Tonight, man, the title fight's an amazing fight coming up, both undefeated. Got 2 scrappers for you. First up, Mr. Jeremiah Sullivan. And the reigning defending champion, Mr. Nick Tarpley. Man, and then the banger, man, the sleeper for tonight. Next up, I should say, Mr. Connor Lee. And his opponent, Mr. Samuel Enriquez. So this is going to be our main card for the evening. I'd like to open up the floor to any questions from the press, public. First up, first question, who's got it?
Gino, first question's for you. You had a situation, a little bit of adversity, being made aware of a weight situation going on in this matchup. What's your thought?
Man, honestly, I'm not surprised. Last fight, Cole and I were scheduled to fight, pulled out due to the fight, and then, I got a text from the promoter as I was cutting weight. I was already on weight. He said, call me ASAP. And I thought we were going to cancel the fight again. He told me some situation happened. They got stuck in a semi truck or something like that. And couldn't make weight, so they asked for me at 140. Which whatever is fine. I agree to it.
And your response?
I mean, there's nothing much I can do about a snowstorm. My apologies for, missing weight. But, I'm here now, and we're going to settle it tomorrow. So let's, just focus on tomorrow. And that's what I'm going to do as well. So.
It is what it is. We're gonna get it done. We made him drop his jaws and pay us. It's nothing. So we're gonna get it done.
Next question is for Samuel and Connor. You guys both have an exciting style. You both are no stranger to bringing the violence here in the Colorado Combat Club cage. What is your thoughts? Each starting off with Houston. What is your thoughts coming into the matchup?
Honestly, I'm not expecting much for fireworks from both of us. We're here to put a show for, our Colorado Combat Club people and for all of y'all, and just wait for tomorrow. I can't wait for tomorrow. It's gonna be a banger for sure.
Yeah, excited to watch obviously Samuel's fight, and short. Mine was too. And we'll see if it's going to be another quick first rounder, or if it's going to be a little bit more adversity for him. I'm all for shaking hands and all love, during the weigh-ins, but once we're in there, it's, you know, he is the enemy, and we'll take care of them. So, looking forward to it.
Any other questions?
Nick Turpin,
Yes.
I hear you have a lot of siblings.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
Bradley.
Bradley?
For sure. Absolutely. Bradley. I like my sister a lot too. Bradley for sure. Absolutely. No, that's easy.
Question for Jeremiah. Jeremiah, we last saw you a little over a year ago in Colorado Combat Club Cage. Fight of the night, had a knockout over a mutual opponent as well as with Nick. You know, how do you see this going, or what have you been doing to prepare yourself in this downtime?
I mean, I haven't had any downtime.
Right.
But yeah, I get what you're coming from. Here's what I know about the fight, man. I got a lot of respect for Nick. He's got a great resume so far in MMA. Outside of MMA, he's got a great resume in wrestling. And my resume is just as stacked up. Great in MMA. I got Fight of the Night, Colorado Comeback Award for 2 fights in a row, both knockouts. I'm a former infantry officer, ranger, ran 103 miles. So I know that this is going to be a measure of guts, and it's going to be a really good fight between two outstanding athletes.
Got a question?
Yeah, Jason Acosta with C3 team. Actually, I have one for everyone challenge. It's good to see you back. Welcome back home.
Thank you.
One of the questions we have for you was you faced a little bit of adversity in your last bout,
Yes, sir.
and we've seen that you're striving to come back. We just want to know what's different with this camp than the last one that you had before.
Definitely a lot more work. That's a good thing about fighting. You know, you're living, you're not, you never lose. You know, you're always learning. That's it. So I'm always ready to go out there, put everything on the line, and do what I have to do to get better. So every time we're coming back better.
Got a question?
Yes, for Josh, in your last fight, you beat your opponent by a decision, and the fighter you're facing tomorrow is coming out of a loss. What is your vision on how this fight will play out?
I mean, it's gonna play out however it plays out. You know, I'm gonna go out there and just give my best effort. You know, I don't do this. I don't do this for none of y'all. I don't do this for nobody but myself. You know, to prove to myself, you know, just who I am and who I believe I am. You know, so I'm just trying to get that green on Tapology. That's all that matters to me, really. You know, so if it come by submission, if it come by knockout, decision, it don't matter. You know, but I'm gonna be in there that whole time, that whole 15 minutes. If it is 15 minutes, if it's not 15 minutes, then cool. But if it is, then that's just what it is. You know.
I love that. You know, I'll piggyback off that. You know, the reason I do it is for my friends, my family, you know, for my dreams. And, you know, one thing that motivates me is like death. You know, I hate to bring up such a bad subject, man, but death is the ultimate, that's the ultimate defeat right there, death. So anything in life, you can put it all on the line. You know, most of us will go home at night. So just give it your all in everything you're doing. And I think, you know, that's it.
And to piggyback on that, I done died 100 times in this lifetime. So, you know, you know, so I felt that before too. So this, we can take it to death if you want to. You know.
Amen. Yes, sir.
I got one for Daniel Gonzalez. Hey man, welcome back home to the C3 side of things, man. You know, you've been adventuring in the 5280K ring. You've done some amateur fights for us on the C3 side as well, and now you're stepping into the C3 cage as a professional. What is it like coming back into the cage, back to this side as a professional in this bout, in your first bout with C3?
Yeah, it's good to be back with the promotion I started with. So I'm pretty excited to, you know, see some familiar faces in the promotion and all that. But you know, at the end of the day, it's a fight. I'm coming in to win. I put in a long camp and I'm ready to go. So that's the main thing I'm focused on.
For Nicholas, you're currently
Probably some punching, a little bit of kicking. Probably try to take it down because I'm not very good at punching and kicking. Yeah, that's about it. He's got 2 knockouts already, so I'll probably try to not let that happen.
My response is gonna be it's gonna be a fight of guts. You know, it's not really about technique. It's not really about wrestling. I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what position we get into. It's gonna be about guts and who's gonna come out on top. So I'm looking forward to it.
I got one for Mateo. So it's been a little while since we've last seen you in action in the cage. What is your thoughts coming back into action after some time away, and how excited are you to be back there in the mix of things, throwing some left?
Agi nitsago. Yate shie Mateo. Yanisne. Najgali dine bit ani dine. Thank you. I appreciate that. My name is Mateo. Born for the Mescalero Apache. I'm also born under Standing with Arms Cross Clan and the People of the Dead. I proudly represent my nation. And yes, it has been some time. My last fight was at 155 against Dakota Bush. So it'll be nice to fight a little guy. And I'm not calling you a little guy, it was 155. These boys are big. I don't know if you've seen. They're a little big. So, it'll be nice to be in a weight class I'm more comfortable in and everything, and to share these stages with every single one of these warriors. My last fight was 2016. I have not been out of business. I've been still doing combat jiu-jitsu. I've won grappling industries multiple times, so I'm still busy. Been back to Thailand twice in that time frame. So I lived there for 4 years when I was a teen, trained and lived and fought out of there for 4.5 years. Missed a lot of birthdays, missed a lot of Christmases of my kids. But I can't tell you how happy I am to be back and to be accepted by this crew. Rick reached out to me. It was a blessing in disguise. So super happy to be here, man.
Awesome. Well, looking forward to that match in between you two there. And then I have a question also for Gino, Mr. Greco as well. You guys were supposed to fight a couple of months ago. Obviously, injuries happen, things don't always come to fruition in this game. But there was a little bit of bad blood that started between you guys. A couple of exchanges on social media through messages. Does any of that bad blood come into play? Is this a little bit of a grudge match, or is this all business?
I'll respect my opponent until they give me a reason not to. And, like you said, shit happens in the sport, injuries happen. So, yeah, I don't like that Gino went on social media and called me soft, because anybody who knows me knows I'm not soft, knows that, I put in the work, and that when I'm fighting, I come to fight, and I'm a warrior. I took the fight on short notice too, coming off of a split decision loss that I definitely thought I won. So, I've never had a bigger chip on my shoulder, and I think that's motivated me more than it ever has in this camp. So, yeah, I hope he's ready for a high-pace fight tomorrow, because I'm in the best shape of my life, and yeah, we're the co-main event for a reason, and it is going to be a banger. And that's the great thing about this sport, is if there is bad blood, whatever, we're going to settle it like men tomorrow. So that's going to happen.
Gino, your response?
Yeah, for sure. We were scheduled to fight. He pulled out literally like 2 days before the fight. So he was supposed to hurt his shoulder or something. I don't know how that happens. I can't really fathom that. I've never put out a fight in my life. Anyways, how do you get hurt the week of the fight? That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, how do you get hurt the week of the fight? If you're a professional, you shouldn't be getting hurt the week of the fight. Same if you're a professional, you shouldn't be missing weight. You know what I mean? So.
Says the guy who fucking took down a guy after he tapped.
Anyways.
Right? You tapped and then took the guy down to fight.
Come on, guys. Fight, man. I'm here to fight.
Let him finish.
I mean, the dude can speak for himself. I don't know why he needs to speak for him, but yeah, man. So I was a little upset about that. I had already started cutting weight, sold tickets. Again today, I was already on weight. I had already made weight like a pro. You know what I mean? I got the job done, and then some bullshit happened. So
You're local. I'm driving all the way from Albuquerque. Shit
whatever,
happens.
whatever
The weather,
you had
bro.
the opportunity to make it happen. If you was a pro, you figure out your way to make it happen. They give you a three day hotel voucher. You could have been here 3 days earlier, like you were supposed to be.
I have work and shit, bro. I got other stuff I'm doing. I can't just fucking come out and stay in Denver for a whole week, you know. It's just not the position I'm in right now.
I got work too, man, but I got the job done. I've never missed weight.
But good for you. I'm gonna get the job done tomorrow. You best believe that.
We'll see.
I have a question for Samuel. What's the game plan going into your fight with your opponent? Is it just, are you winging it, or do you have a game plan? Is it just a strike with him, or?
Not really just like a game plan. Like,
Yeah, did you guys watch footage on him and kind of like see what you want to do, or is it just like sprawl and brawl, or?
not really, man. Like, we didn't set up like a game plan. We just worked really, really well and hard every single position. Like whether it could be striking, could be on the ground, could be by submission. Like I'm ready anywhere. Like y'all must believe that. Like I don't think this fight is gonna pass the first round, but if it passes, you better like be ready for 15, 10 minutes, whatever it is. We're gonna be in there swinging bombs. We're gonna be in there swinging bombs for sure. Like not really like a game plan. Like I'm gonna go out there and just out striking. It's not how it is. It's just like we put a lot of hard work in the camp. It was a long camp, and hey, we're here to just to show fireworks tomorrow. That's kind of what it is. Sure.
Yeah, you know, working with our team up in the mountains, you know, my coach Sam Fernandez, who's got quite a bit of experience in the Colorado scene, back a decade ago. You know, we talk about that there's a plan A, and you know, of course, hopefully we want that to go right, but more than often, that plan's not going to happen. So just like Sam was saying, working hard in bad positions, working hard in our striking, and a lot of what's been said tonight is the mentality I have, like going into war, and you know, I obviously want to come out with my hand raised, but committed to this sport and my improvement. And so, whatever experience I'm going to get out of that, you know, win, lose, or draw, is going to be a victory for me and for my team. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right, everyone. Thank you for watching Denver Test Driver press conference, and I hope to see you guys soon. And buy tickets online, buy tickets in person, and visit Colorado Combat Club 16 tomorrow night.
See you guys tomorrow.